Once upon a time, there was a tiny little frog who lived in a cozy little well in the middle of a large forest. Now, this frog was born and brought up in this well. He had never ventured out, and it was beyond his belief or imagination that a world outside that well actually existed. That well was all he had ever known. So there were several birds who used to fly by, and they were friends with a frog, and they used to chat, and they talked about the world outside the well, told him stories about the plants, the trees, the human beings, and clouds, and rain, and weather, and whatnot. And every time a story was told to our little frog would say, "This is utter rubbish. You guys are lying. There is no world outside this well. This well is the universe. Whatever you are saying, that's not the truth." So one day, a sparrow got really annoyed with a frog and said that, "Come on, I'll prove it to you. I'll show you the world outside the well." So together, they flew out of the well, and for the first time in his entire little life, the frog saw the glorious world outside the well. He saw those amazing little things. He saw the plants, the trees, the clouds, and he was thrilled. He was stunned. And he said that, "I was happy in my little well, in my comfortable, cozy little well. But it was because I did not know that a world outside existed. I did not know there was this whole universe of happiness waiting to be discovered." Most of us are like that little frog. And if your knee-jerk reaction was that, no, I'm not like that frog, do remember, the frog was in denial too. Most of us, or in fact, all of us, are trapped in our own little wells. We are trapped in our routines. We are trapped in our comfortable patterns. We are trapped in the ideas that we consider fixed, the motivations that we consider fixed, the truths that we hold sacrosanct. Most importantly, we are all trapped by the limits that we have put on the amount of happiness that we are allowed to have and in the amount of success that we are allowed to have. Breaking patterns is a critical skill, and I have always very strongly advocated it in our last year with our experience with the pandemic, and the whole crisis has proven it again and again and again that unless we learn how to break patterns, we will always be ill-equipped to not just face a crisis, but come out of it unscathed. To find happiness despite crisis, find happiness despite issues that are of the size of the Mount Everest. So breaking patterns is a critical skill, but it is also a very difficult skill to acquire, mostly because we are all like that frog. We are comfortable where we are. We love our wells. We don't really want to break out because we can't imagine the possibility of the world outside our wells. We cannot imagine the possibility of more happiness, possibility of more success, or more anything. So to be able to imagine the possibility of more and to be able to learn to break those patterns, we have to actually acquire that particular skill. And in order to acquire that skill, Quit Your Monday, Break Patterns, Find Happiness is my book, which is now available on Amazon. The link is here in bio. Please go check it out. Through the course of this book, I help you identify the patterns that trap you, the patterns that make us unhappy, even the things that we don't even realize are actually making us unhappy. And we learn actual modalities, actual things that we can do, practical, applicable things, which will help you break those patterns. So go check this book out, order it now, get your copy now. And over the next few days, over the next few videos, I will be talking to you more about the patterns that trap us, about how we can break them, the little skills that we can learn along the way. So do follow the series of videos, and do check the book out. It's now, as I said, available across stores. So go do that, and I'll see you next time.